Welcome to this edition of the News Bulletin. In the headlines today, record-breaking performance by SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant on all major fronts in first three quarter of fiscal 2018-19. Make the best use of opportunities and achieve excellence to enable the organization to scale greater heights, says Mr. Ashwini Kumar, CEO RSP. And Employee of the Month award function held at Air Conditioning Department. Now the news in detail. Rourkela Steel Plant, a unit of the Maharatna Company, SAIL, has registered its best ever performance on all major fronts in the first three quarters of the fiscal year 2018-19. With production of 28,10,876 tons of hot metal, 26,88,080 tons of crude steel and 24,43,511 tons of saleable steel in the April-December period. The plant has not only set new benchmarks but also recorded significant growth of 13.6%, 12.6% and 12.4% over the corresponding period of last fiscal. The steel melting shop too produced an all-time high of 24,08,538 tons of crude steel, which is 13.33% higher than the hot metal produced in the CPLY. Best ever production of sinter 46,35,032 tons, HR coils total 12,50,244 tons, plates from new plate mill 6,26,882 tons are the major highlights of the said period. By clocking an average of 464.8 pushings per day, the coke ovens department registered an increase of 8.1% over last fiscal, while the blast furnace 5 outperformed its performance of last year by 8.2%. The ERW pipe plant, spiral weld pipe plant and silicon steel mill superseded their last year's production performance by 14.8%, 3.7% and 10.5% respectively. The total dispatch of 24,50,800 tons of saleable steel was also all-time high for any April-December and rise of 9.2% over the corresponding period of last fiscal. Mr. Ashwini Kumar, CEO RSP, has congratulated the collective on this stupendous performance and said that there is still a lot of untapped potential in RSP, which, if capitalized, can take the plant to hitherto untouched heights. Make the best use of opportunities and achieve excellence to enable the organization to scale greater heights, says Mr. Ashwini Kumar, CEO Rourkela Steel Plant, to the 15 newly promoted general managers. Promotions are based on performance, and it is a privilege to see a large number of dynamic and industrious executives elevated to the post of general manager. The CEO said that this after presenting the promotion orders to the newly promoted GMs and token gifts to their spouses in the presence of other senior officers of the plant at the CEO's conference hall on 3rd January. Mr. Rajiv Agrawal, ED Projects, Mr. Gautam Banerjee, ED Works and Mr. DK Mohapatra, ED MM, congratulated the newly elevated executives and exhorted them to put in their best efforts for individual development as well as the organizational growth. Also present were Dr. S.S. Pati, Director, MNHS and Mr. M.K.L. Chand, GM, FNA. The newly promoted general managers are Mr. Anil Kumar Mistry, Blast Furnaces, Mr. Onkar Nath, Refractories, Mr. S. Maji, SMS1, Mr. D.K. Mishra, Sintering Plant, DSP Durgapur, Mr. Devabrata Datta, Plate Mill, Mr. Rajiv Ranjan, New Plate Mill, Mr. A.K. Chakravarti, Quality, Mr. A.K. Nayak, TA and CSR, Mr. Sanjay Mohanty, PP&C and Mr. P.K. Vaisakya, Utilities, BSL, Bokaro, Dr. Ashok Kumar Panda, F&A, SAIL Corporate Office, Mr. Rajendra Mishra, HRD, Mr. P.K. Sahu, Projects Commercial, Mr. Surat Sahu, Projects and Dr. R.K. Behra, Director, MNHS. The promoted executives thanked the management for placing confidence in their competence and reiterated that they will rise to the expectations of the company. Mr. Sanjay Mehrotra, AGM Personnel PIS, coordinated the function. Later in a function held at CPTI, the CEO presented promotion orders to 45 newly promoted deputy general managers who were present with their spouses. An Employee of the Month award function was held at Air Conditioning Department on 27 December. Mr. R. Rajendran, DGM in charge AC, presided over the function and handed over the awards to Mr. Suraiya Kanta Sethi, Senior Technician, AC for the month of November. Present on the occasion were other officers and employees of the department. Mr. Rajendran commended the sincerity and dedication of Mr. Sethi. Mr. Sethi was awarded for his outstanding work of repairing 2 compressors of CCM1 main control AC system on a single day. The program was coordinated by Mr. Sanjeev Behra, Assistant Manager Personnel. That's all for today's news. Namaskar.